Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I know I'm struggling to get videos out to you guys. I really apologize. Life has been kicking me in the rear end here lately, but not time for excuses. So today we're going to be covering the Thunder Saga in Epic the Musical. We're going to be doing first Suffering, and then followed by that will be the second song in the order of the Thunder Saga. Here is Different Beast. So for those of you who don't know who I am, I'll go into who I am at the end of the video, so we can just kind of go right into it. But in a very little bit of a very small elevator pitch. I stumble on my words a lot. I have some ADHD issues, but we won't go into that. No pity parties here. I'm a singer. I like to break down music, and I interview singers on this channel and other musicians as well. And I'll go into that more at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's go into what Epic the Musical has in store for us today. And like I say in all my videos, I am no musical expert per se. I just explain things on a basic and intermediate level. I look at things from a musical's perspective, and I pause a lot. A lot. Okay, without further ado, let's do this. It would help if I actually hit the play button. Synthesized voices. You know, this kind of has like an early 2000s hip hop feel to it. Almost like the that song, you know, I think it's Mr. Blue maybe. I'm blue, you know, for those of you who 2000s babies will know it pretty well. Um this kind of has a little bit of that feel to it, but also anyone that's ever had like an older electric keyboard might also have this effect built into it, so you might recognize it. Anyway, let's keep going. Excited to see what else they got in store for us.
Don't you miss me?
I really like that descending riff in the piano there.
Don't you miss me?
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Sounds like an arpeggio to me, and I love it.
More than you know.
Then jump
4/4
in the
time.
water and kiss me.
Penelope, I've told you this before. You know I'm afraid of the water.
Ooh. I like this electric bass here. Electric, like kick drum. Like keeping time, but really giving it some extra groove. Well, it would help if I actually stop hitting windows here.
You know I'm afraid of the water.
I'll make sure that you are safe and sound. Come
And the higher strings on the guitar here too. I like that. I love just this really light and just kind of genuine, like floating guitar piece in the background, right? You get this really high stringed guitar notes. They're just very lightly being plucked in the background. And you got this really nice heavy kick drum. They kind of offset each other a little bit, and it really creates this almost, I wouldn't say odd. Odd isn't the word. I would say unique. Something that you don't really hear every day as far as like a groove. But it lays the groundwork for vocals here too, because you've got two vocal parts. You started out with a female part, and then you also started with another male part. And male part is very tenorish.
I'll make sure that you are safe and sound. Come play with me and our daughter, and let's watch our.
And this, the descending piano part and this floating light and plucky guitar part, really, they both go together well. Despite the fact that they almost seem like they're clashing, but they're really not. And there's a bit of musicality magic going on there. And might go into some extra, like, eventually I might start branching out into just a little bit of music theory and the thought process behind more complicated musical things like this, where why would you put two parts together that are kind of going seemingly in opposite directions. Let me know, guys.
Come play with me and our daughter, and let's watch our love leave the ground.
Oh, I would, but I'd be suffering trying to.
And whenever I say opposite, I actually didn't really fully listen. It kind of sounds like the guitar and the piano are in unison and playing this at the same time. So forgive me on that. I didn't listen closely enough.
For the whole
I
time.
would take the suffering from you.
As good as that sounds, right here I'm just.
You guys notice that in the background with the snapping? It almost sounds like you got like a triple snap. Really, really cool little trinket there. Musical trinket.
I can take the suffering from you.
You know that I prefer my feet on the
I
ground.
will take the suffering from you.
Fine, but only if you answer a question or two.
Of course.
Okay, so let's say I was on the run, or hiding from, I don't know, Poseidon. And let's say he blocked the way home with giant waves and giant storms.
Oh no.
How am I to evade him? How am I to get home? Which route should I take? Where am I supposed to go?
He will chase you high and low, so find a place he'd never
Got a hi-hat from a drum
go.
kit.
The one way you'll get home is sailing
No,
where
that's a
you
shaker
can't
with a single hi-hat hit.
It's through the lair of Scylla.
No.
This is
Ooh. An F2 on the piano, but it was a nice strong boom.
through the
See where this
lair of Scylla.
No.
This is your only way home, the lair of Scylla.
But Scylla has a
The layers.
cost.
Well, you asked and now you know. Now jump in the water.
Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and
I
terrified.
would take the suffering from.
I really love how the parts are just kind of effortlessly being passed back and forth here. And it's just, I love how buttery smooth their voices sound together too, because they work like a well-oiled machine. Like there's just no other way to explain it. Because you hear these two voices and you're immediately like, if you close your eyes, your mind is catapulted to this place. You can actually kind of picture what's going on even better than you probably could without these two voices and how well they operate together. I say this sometimes, but I don't think people get enough credit for it, is really seeing how well two voices pair together and how much of a greater effect it has on the song itself and the final product.
Ooh, for you I would die, but can't you let me stay
I
dry?
can take the suffering from you.
You should come on to the ship, we'll jump at the same
I
time.
will take the suffering from you.
The things I.
And the synthesized voices at the very beginning, as you probably heard earlier in the background, it's more of like a synthesized whisper now. And I think that's a really, really cool little touch and really cool little thing to change to kind of keep things a little bit fresh and different. Instead of the it's more of a such a subtle touch, and a lot of people, it'll go unnoticed by a lot of people, but I see you guys on the back end of Epic the Musical. This is a really nifty little touch.
I do for you. I would, but I.
All right, so that brings us to the end of this one, and we're immediately going into different beasts.
Let's cut the charade. You are no wife of mine.
All right.
You've been trying to take my life this whole time. I know underwater there are packs of you
love
hiding.
this.
Yeah, I know exactly what you are. A siren. My real wife knows I'm not scared of the water. And my
That's some sort of really aggressive stringed instrument. Not quite figuring out what it is yet. Maybe a cello?
real wife knows I don't have a daughter.
War drums, too.
But while you were so focused on turning my men into snacks, you didn't notice that your friends got snatched.
What?
We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters. We are the ones.
Ooh, I like the addition of the unison octave lower vocal part there. There's a second male voice in there. Forgot, or I don't know who's singing here off the top of my head, but I do like the addition of that second voice because it adds just a little bit of a distortion, a little bit of grit to that sound coming out of these two voices now. But you being used to this one original voice throughout the most of the entire musical and having just that little bit of grit and a little bit of low bit of a lower sound to it, a little bit deeper. It's a really cool little change too.
To conquer, you are a threat no longer. We won't take more suffering from you. We've been away from home for about 12.
They cut out a lot of stuff in the music here. It just goes to the, I think it's just piano and the war drums at this point.
From you. We've been away from home for about.
It's either keys, synth pad, or like a synthesized choir, maybe. Let's keep listening.
12 years or so. First we slayed in our own war.
Sounds kinda like a
and now
synth pad.
we're here with more foes. While on the run from Poseidon, we found a ship with no crew. I realized nearby.
Drummers out there, are they using brushes on like drums for this? Maybe this could just be a drum plugin for like Logic or Ableton or any of the other post-production softwares out there, but it sounds to me like they're kind of using brushes on these war drums. Either way, this sounds phenomenal, but
There were sirens singing sailors to their dooms. We filled our ears with beeswax. That's how we resist your song. You pretended to be my wife, so I just played along. I read your lips and phrases, scanning for information. Sirens know about every route and horizon. Now I know how to get back to my island. We are a different beast now. We are the ones who feast now. No more of us deceased, cause we won't take more suffering from you. We are the man-made monsters.
the choir in the background.
We are the ones who conquer. You are a threat no longer. We won't take more suffering from you.
Spare us. Oh, spare us, please.
ooh, I love these really crunchy chords from the sirens in this song. Ooh, okay, let's listen to this.
Spare us. Oh, spare us, please.
Why? So you can kill the next group of sailors in this part of the sea? Nah, you wouldn't have spared me. I made a mistake like this. It almost cost my life. I can't take.
That was a really cool piece, and to kind of give the sirens more life in the music itself, I see what they did there because they wanted to add the effect that there is a bunch of them in this net. They wanted to also make it seem like they're very alluring, very attractive. They also can sing. Obviously, that's part of what a siren is. They can sing. They add all of the voices in there, but the way they add the variation in between the voices is in the pitches of the chord. That was a really unique choice too, because it makes this like cacophony of madness in terms of the chord they're trying to sing here. Save us in that little chunk there. That's a really, really crunchy little spot, but it adds so much depth to what's going on in the musical here. In such a small little snippet of this one song, of this one saga, of this one act. Pretty crazy, right?
Take more risks of not seeing my wife. Cut off their tails. We're ending this now. Throw their bodies back in the water. Let them drown.
He is a different beast now. He is the one who feasts now. No more of us deceased, 'cause he won't take more suffering from you. He is the man-made monster. He is the one who conquers. You are a threat no longer. He won't take more suffering from you. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Oh, there's some really funky, like crunchy, some sounding something in the background here. Trying to figure out what it is, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Maybe it just looked like a crunchy chord being played on another synth pad. And the clean vocals, as per usual in this musical. Golly. Ooh, okay, so it's almost like a glissando, and the pitches are bending down some in this chord. And it sounded kind of windy, so almost like a wind instrument, maybe a flute? There's something about a cello, man. Like if you go to a dramatic ending of something and then you just hear a boom and then you hear just a really thick stringed sound like that. Like that's, for some reason that just really tickles my music bone. Guys, we are at the end of the first part of the Thunder Saga. Feels good to be back in the saddle. I know I said it last video, but it really does feel good. Guys, I'm Ethan Drew. Thank you so much for watching today. If you are new to the channel, I break down music. I interview singers and musicians on this channel. That is my primary focus on the channel. But of course, I make you guys these reaction and analysis videos because I know you love them. And I also like to do a touch of my own music from time to time, like to experiment, like to sing, like to play instruments and stuff. So if you're ever interested in that, feel free to browse around on the channel. Thank you again for watching. If you made it this far, love you guys so much for that. Thank you. If you liked the video, make sure you like it. Drop a comment down below, even if it's just a smiley face. It helps with the algorithm. Make sure you subscribe with the notifications turned on, so that way you never miss another upload. And lastly, make sure you pay a visit to my Patreon page in the description below. If you are looking to support the channel in a financial way, and you also get some really cool benefits, such as suggesting ideas for future videos, future podcast guests, as well as direct interaction with me. And for the really dedicated patrons, you'll get a personal phone call from me once a year, and also handwritten thank you letters. Thank you guys so much for watching again. Love you. Take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye.